the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. You're somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, oh why can't I'll someday wish upon a star, wake up when the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me. You're somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, oh why can't well, I see trees of green, and I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day. I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue, and I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day.
Such a relaxing record right there. Send a rest in peace to Israel Kamakawiwa Ole. I think that's how you say his last name. You probably never heard of this man. You probably heard that song multiple times, but I don't know if any of you ever knew about this man. He died at the age of 38 on the 38th day of his age back in '97. Supposedly he died from health complications. Obesity was the cause of death, according to Wikipedia. He was known as the voice of Hawaii, the best, also known as one of the greatest singers out of Hawaii. Yeah, but he died on the 38th day of being 38. How about that? All right, in the year '97 as well. The voice of Hawaii. His death reminds me of what they did with Big Pun. Right, Big Pun. They also blamed his death on obesity. Of course, Big Pun died on February 7th, the 38th day of the year, 38 weeks after the Pope's birthday. And of course, like I covered in my other video on his anniversary, I was at one of his murals here in the Bronx, which is located on 163rd Street. That mural was done right after he died. 163 is the 38th prime number. Yeah, but all these big people, the news comes out and says that they died from obesity, and everybody believes it. Nobody second guesses it. Because, the guy was big, so of course this has to be true, right? Because he was overweight. It says here that this guy weighed 757 pounds. So, of course, somebody who's 757 pounds, if he's dead from health complications, right, respiratory and cardiac issues, like it says here, everybody's going to believe that because the guy was over 700 pounds. But what people are refusing to investigate is the repetitiveness of these numbers, right? How long have we been covering the number 38 and how it shows up around suspicious deaths like this guy? I mean, this guy died, today is what, the 29th anniversary of his death? This stuff has gone unnoticed, well, at least beyond our community. For the rest of the world, it has gone unnoticed since he died, right? Well before that, but I'm just saying. He died in '97. And since 97, nobody has, besides the people in this community, obviously, if there's anybody who looked into his death, I don't know if anybody covered his death before, but besides the people in this community, has anybody else questioned whether or not he actually died from respiratory issues? I'm pretty sure all his fan base and all the people who in his family, they all probably believed it, that this man died from health complications because of his weight. You know, here we are showing another 38 ritual, dead 38 days after his 38th birthday. Hey, you can just verify that, man. That stuff is not, I'm not making this up. Look at it right here, look. He was born on May 20th, 1959. There it is. Died June 26, 1997. 38 days, a span of 38 days after his 38th birthday. And as you guys saw the graph, death, killing, RIP, murder are all 38. And again, Big Pun, who pretty much got the same thing done to him, he died on February 7th. That's the 38th day of the year. And the Pope at that time, I think it was Pope John Paul. It was 38 weeks after his birthday. Who was the Pope in the year 2000? Yeah, John Paul II. John Paul II. Look, let's look up his birthday. Let's just so I can show you guys that, you know, I'm not making this up. These rituals are always synced up with the Pope and the Superior General of the Jesuit Order. So May 18th is his birthday. May 18th, right? So look, let's just measure from Big Pun's death to, it was 38 weeks after his birthday. So it would be February 7th, which is the 38th day of the year. He died in the year 2000, I believe it was. Yeah, he died in 2000. Like 266 days after his birthday. Right? Think about how today is 26/6 in connection to that other guy. Yeah, because 38 weeks is 266 days, right? So 266 has a connection to 38. But notice, right? So from the Pope's birthday to the death of Big Pun was exactly 38 weeks. And he died on the 38th day of the year, February 7th. But what did the news say? They said that he died from health complications. It's important to refresh people's memories because this stuff continues to go on every day. Every day. Big Pun died of a fatal heart attack and respiratory failure. Yeah. He had problems breathing because he was supposed to be 698 pounds. Meanwhile, his death had nothing to do with his weight. His death had everything to do with this ritual practice that these people perform every single day. He was murdered. That's why he died. It had nothing to do with his weight. He could have been 98 pounds and still would have got the same thing done to him. Because again, also keep in mind that rappers at 38, rapper equals 38 as well. But the reason I'm making this video is to show what happened today to Dwayne Wade's son. His other son is actually a daughter now. So he has a transgender son. And now his other son, Zari Wade, he's been arrested for felony domestic violence. Supposedly he got caught beating up his girlfriend, supposedly. And they say that this happened, he got arrested on Father's Day. Think about that. This being connected to his father. He got arrested on Sunday. Says here that Zari Wade, the NBA Hall of Fame's eldest child, was arrested and booked by the Burbank Police Department on Sunday. So think about Dwayne Wade learning that his son got arrested for domestic violence on Father's Day, out of all days of the week, out of all days of the year, on Father's Day. But yeah, but they reported his arrest today, right, on June 26th, the 177th day of the year. And it's a real simple reason they did that. It's because today is the day with 42 numerology, the number stamped all over black people throughout history. The number that people continue to dismiss and disregard, like just like the number 38. They keep putting these numbers in people's face and people keep ignoring it, saying that it's all coincidental. Here we have another 42 ritual. I mean, he got arrested on Sunday. Why did they wait till Friday to report it? It's because of his 42 thing. And notice what else is 42. The name Dwayne Wade is 42. Just like LeBron James. Think about how he played with LeBron James during his time in Miami. The name Dwayne Wade. And notice his son's birthday is the 4th day of the 2nd month. 4-2. And the news breaks on the day with 42 numerology. And notice he was born Zari, which equals 5976, like slave Negro Rasta Blues. This 42 stuff has been taking over the news lately, and people are not even noticing for some reason. Even though we talk about this shit for every single day, every week, every month, it's always the same thing. All right, so look, we got the Dwayne Wade stuff today, right? The Dwayne Wade son stuff, which happened on Sunday, but they reported it today. Then a couple of days ago, actually 3 days ago, we got this news that Big Tigger got arrested for battery and cruelty to children. I think he was hitting on, his wife's kids. He was beating on them, something like that. I think that's what he's being accused of. Doesn't really matter. What matters is the ritualism and why this is happening on a day that it did. So they said Big Tigger got arrested on June 20th. Let me look up so Saturday morning. Right, so Saturday, so think about it. Sunday was the 21st. That was the day that Dwayne Wade's son got arrested. The day before was June 20th, right? Saturday. And it's real simple. Big Tigger was born December 22nd, right? Let's measure from his birthday to June 20th, which was Saturday. It was the 181st day of his age. The 42nd prime number. So they got D Wade's son in a 42 ritual. They got Big Tigger in a 42 ritual. And last but not least, they got James Harden on a 42 ritual, because prior to both of those incidents on June 15th, they released a mugshot of James Harden after he got arrested for weapon charges. And he was born August 26th, from his birthday to the day that they released his mugshot, 42 weeks exactly. So we got 3 different incidents. Most of them, I guess 2 of them are basketball related, but either way, these are all connected because all of these men, they all have one thing in common. They're all black entertainers. And they're all in the headlines for something shameful. This guy gets arrested for having illegal weapons. Big Tigger arrested for battery, cruelty to children, and then Zari Wade beats up his girlfriend by the numbers. All of these men, they all have something in common. Is obviously their skin color, and then now they're in the headlines in trouble with the police. All of them, all 3 of them, shaming these people by the numbers. And it's the same number connected to all three cases, right? So the Dwayne Wade stuff gets reported on the 42 day numerology when his father's name equals 42 and he has a 42 birthday. Big Tigger gets arrested on the 181st day of his age. And, of course, James Harden's mugshot gets released 42 weeks after his birthday. What else is new, right? Ritualism by the numbers. Regularly scheduled ritualism. Yeah, exactly. What a joke, Ojo. Yeah. Stuff is right in people's face, too. Every single time. And then this poor guy who has such a sweet voice, he gets a 38 ritual just like Big Pun did. And they blamed it on his weight. And the reason we bringing his death up is because today's his death anniversary. 29 years since he got ritualistically sacrificed by the numbers. I should look into, how many days after the Pope's birthday he died in 97. Who was the Pope in 97? Same Pope in 97. Right, so 5/18, he died on 6/26. You know what it is? His birthday is similar to the Pope's birthday, right? He was born 2 days after the Pope's birthday, so He died 37 days. 39 days after the Pope's birthday. Yeah. And he also died on I was gonna say he died on the 58th day of numerology. Freemasonry is 58. That's the Israel guy, the Hawaiian singer. Yeah, but this 177 number is no joke. That's the number that identifies the Jesuit order. A lot of rituals on the 26th of June. Today's day is also written 26 like 266. And he choose Hamanas Salvatore 266. The Jesuit motto. Yeah, so let's see if this guy gets 42 weeks in prison for these charges. And they say he got arrested in Burbank, California. I think Burbank, California equals 76 like his name. And there's also 113 like the National Basketball Association. D. Wade, January 17th birthday. He's 44 years old, like Father's Day is 44. His son gets arrested on Father's Day while he's 44 years old. Yeah, but the guy played most of his career, well, a big chunk of his career with LeBron James. LeBron James, another 42 name. Lost to the Pacers by 42 points. Let's see what else is in the headlines today. Oh yeah, we got all that stuff in Venezuela. They're saying that almost 200,000 people have died. Can you believe that shit? Just days ago, they were celebrating that the Venezuela team beat the American team in the World Baseball Classic. And I was letting people know, I'm like, this is not good. This is not good for that country, because every time they give a city a championship, there's usually destruction behind it. And Venezuela, they won the World Baseball Classic, and now look, now the country's being destroyed, literally. Let's check out, what is the death toll now? Yeah, there's no way there's not 100 people dead. No. Yeah, these are not true numbers. Because somebody just reported on a news anchor from that country saying that there was over almost 200,000 people there. Yeah, they're probably reporting these numbers. Yeah, 235. I mean, think about it. 235. The Society of Jesus, 235. This is the number I saw this morning. Yeah, you see? It's estimated that there was a 42% chance of more than 10,000 deaths and a 33% chance that more than 100,000 as a result of, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what I saw. They're saying that, yeah, they're reporting 235 is because they're mocking, obviously. The Society of Jesus is 235. Those are the people behind all this stuff. I put out a post on my Instagram page. You know, everything that they reported about this earthquake has been ritualistic. On the same day, right? This was yesterday. 2 days ago. California had a 5.6. Venezuela had a 7.2. And then later, I think like 40 seconds later, a 7.5. And then Japan on the same day had a 6.9. All these numbers have something to do with the Jesuit order and the Catholic Church. All of them. All four of them. And I think there was another one. It was a 5.4. I don't exactly remember where it was, but there was another 5.4 somewhere. So 5 earthquakes on the same day, and they all have these numbers that are associated with the Society of Jesus and the Catholic Church and the New World Order. The people really behind all this stuff. But yeah, the 235 is the Society of Jesus, right? So I saw this earlier today, but that's not accurate. There's not 235 people dead. There's over 100,000 people that have died. And that's very credible because, that's very believable because the way Venezuela is shaped, people live on top of each other. So it's very possible that this earthquake did take out over 100,000 people because the way the houses are all built, one on top of each other. It's almost like think about like a project building in New York gets demolished. There's gonna be a lot of people dying because all those apartments are one on top of each other, right? So I don't know how many units a project building has, but there's multiple apartments in these buildings. So it's not realistic for only 235 people to die in an earthquake that has destroyed hundreds and hundreds of properties. That's not even possible. Look, and there's 250 buildings. How can 250 buildings be destroyed and only 235 people? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but this is massive. This is a massive ritual. This is surpassing, I think, the 9/11 death toll. I don't know how many people died during September 11th. It wasn't this much. Let me see. Yeah, under 3,000 people. Look, there's a 33% chance that more than 100,000 people have died. And this stuff we put it out there, we let everybody know about it. People just ignore it. People say that this is a conspiracy theory. There's nothing to consider. There's nothing to worry. All this stuff is just gibberish. Well, that's why this stuff continues to happen. These people, they go after regular people. You don't have to be a celebrity to be a target. So yeah, people don't understand. I don't know when people are gonna feel the need to do something about this stuff. Is this even a real photo? Why is this kid even smiling? It's probably not even a real photo. Who knows? Yeah, but the Superior General, he's from Venezuela. 7.2 magnitude. I mean, this stuff is mockery. 7.5. Unbelievable. All right. I don't want to give you guys too much depressing news. So today, it is Friday. It's the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And then when people decide that enough is enough, then that's when this stuff will end. Until then, ain't nothing gonna change. Just waiting for the next 100,000 people to get it, and it's that simple. I just hope that I'm not there, because looks like these people are just very, 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 very random with their acts. Man. Gotta have your fingers crossed to not be a target. $150 million. Think about it. The U.S. is about to invest $150 million to provide aid for something that they probably were responsible for. It's almost like someone's like, okay, we'll take over this country. All we have to do is just destroy it, and then we'll pay $150 million, and then the country's ours. But then that country will be in debt for many years. It's a big scheme. It's almost like what they do here with the hurricanes. They flood the cities, and then they force people to pay for home insurance. So they provide the help to fix the cities, and then little by little, people be repaying that money back plus interest with all the home insurance money they have to pay every month. Oh shit! This is a master plan right here. crazy. All right, you guys, enjoy your weekend. I don't want to depress you guys even more. Somebody said, "Welcome back to the U.S." Yeah, I don't know where's better, here or where I was at. Everybody's wearing the Knicks T-shirt. This shit is annoying. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. They're stealing money from people. Yeah, yeah. They terrorize the city, and then they obligate everybody to get home insurance. So you'll spend, let's say, 20 years paying for home insurance that you don't even need. So the money that the government lend the city to repair it, they're getting all that money back plus interest forever. Because they're obligating people to get home insurance because they're gonna say, well, you don't want another Hurricane Katrina to happen, so you need to get it. And this is the proof that you need to get it. This is why we are, passing this law that says that if you have a home, you must pay for home insurance. Stuff is a big scam, yo. Oh my gosh. And if they have to take out 100,000 people, that so be it. That's how they look at it. What's 100,000 people in a world that's like 300 billion? Yeah, Turo Sosa today is today's 224 days after his birthday. Yes, the Society of Jesus 224. Yeah, I didn't measure to his birthday. You're right about that. Yeah, but these acts happened yesterday. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, so okay, when was? Okay, so it was on the 24th. It was 224 days after his birthday. Yeah, man. Wow. Yeah, look at this. The Society of Jesus is 224 and 235, and it happened 224 days after the Superior General's birthday, and they're saying that 235 people are dead. Well, that was the initial count. Now they're saying it's over 900, but I promise you that that's not even close to the actual death toll. As you guys saw, there's a 33% chance that it's over 100,000. So they are way off. But they're just reporting their number rituals. 235. Oh, come on. Yeah, there you have it. I don't know how people are still wondering who's behind all this stuff on a David 56 numerology. Pope Leo, 914. 40 weeks after his birthday. I think it's an earthquake 40. Earthquake is 44, like military, yeah. 107. It's 163 to 38 prime number. 283 is the 61st prime number, right? There's probably something to that. Yeah, military and earthquake are the same thing. That's probably what, that. I mean, not probably. That is what's causing these man-made earthquakes. Military weapons. A 7.2 and a 7.5. 72 plus 75 equals 147. All right, you guys enjoy your weekends, man. Man, stuff is crazy.